Hi Christy, welcome to your first yoga video. Alright, you said that you don't know much about the props that you got, so you need to know what different things are and how to use them. So I thought it would be a good idea if I sent you a little video and gave you kind of a primer on yoga and just some helpful tips to kind of get you going so you can start your practice. And that is the first thing you're always going to hear when it comes to yoga is it is a practice. We never do yoga perfect. We practice yoga. That's a little better. Sorry. I'm playing around with lights. Alright, so you'll hear that over and over again. We practice yoga. We don't ever complete yoga. So that's good news. So step number one is you have to have the correct yoga hair. I prefer a high ponytail or the lovely 1980s side ponytail. But you will see lots of ladies and men wear the messy top bun. And the reason for that is just because you'll spend some time on your back and you don't want to be screwing with your hair. You'll spend a lot of time bent over and you don't want to be screwing with your hair. I also recommend wearing a sports bra because a sports bra gives you a little bit more flexibility and it stretches and moves with your body better than a regular bra. You don't absolutely have to have one, but the nice thing with yoga bras is you don't need a lot of support because you're not doing like any aerobic impact, so you're not jumping up and down so much. So you can get a really cheap one for like $10 at Walmart or Target. Walmart actually has some really good sports stuff, and so does Kohl's. But you don't need the sports bra to start. Just start. Also, a fitted shirt. The reason why you do the fitted shirt is because you will spend time upside down or in different positions. If you're wearing a floppy shirt because you feel like a little uncomfortable with the way your body looks, it's going to cause you more problems because it will fall forward in your face. And then now not only are you upside down and sweating, but you've got a shirt in your face at the same time. And that is no fun for anybody. And it really makes you look bigger. So, $5 tank top from Target. I also like capris for yoga because shorts can get a little, hello darling. And these, you know, like buy the $5 ones maybe. These are a little bit more expensive. I call them my no ass at all pants because when I wear them, I have no ass at all. But a good point is when you buy your yoga, whatever pants you want to wear, try them on in the dressing room, turn backwards with your butt to the mirror, bend over and look at yourself. If they're see-through, you may not want to get them, or you might just want to remember, I need to wear some dark panties or something with them. So that way you're not showing everybody all your goodies, unless you're into that kind of thing, which some people are. Okay, so now you've got the outfit, you've got the hair, and you know that what you do is you practice yoga. You don't do yoga. Okay, the most important piece of equipment you have is your yoga mat. So you do not have to have a mat carrier. Some people like those. This mat I've got is kind of expensive. I got a gift card for Christmas one year. So this one is double-sided. So one-sided, I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit grippier. The other side it's a little bit smoother. So it just really depends on where I am and what I'm doing. But your best friend is this mat. And again, you don't have to even have a mat if you don't want one, but I certainly like my yoga mats. And then I think you should have gotten a towel. Now the towels are good for a couple different reasons. The towels are good if you're doing like a hot yoga class and you're going to sweat a lot, or you're just like me and you sweat a lot when you exercise. So the mat, even though it's a sticky mat, sometimes when your palms get really sweaty, you start to slide. So the towel is really good because it'll give you some grip. I also use my towel. I got this at Target for $34 a couple years ago. This side is really, really sticky, and this side is kind of grippy. So I put the sticky side down so it sticks to my mat. And you can also use it as a travel yoga mat, which I like. I think yours is a terry cloth towel. Just follow the directions on how to wash it. It'll be fine. Like I said, so sometimes I use my towel depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't. You should have also gotten at least one block and a strap. So blocks come in different shapes and sizes and in different materials. As you can see, I bought these at different times, not remembering what my blocks look like. So, and they're both actually from the same company, Gaiam. These are foam blocks. These will help you get into poses and hold poses that your body's not really ready to get into the full pose. So you can use these to support yourself. And don't feel like there is any reason whatsoever that you should not use a block. I love blocks. There are some poses that my hips just aren't quite lined up correctly, and these help me get as much of a benefit from the pose as I can get without having to strain or hurt myself. Because the one thing about yoga is you go till it still feels good. When it hurts, back off. You can feel a good stretch, you can feel sensation, you can feel some pressure, but it shouldn't feel painful. There shouldn't be any twinging or stabbing feelings whatsoever. That's not good. So I like my blocks, and I'll show you an example of a good pose. Let me see. Okay, where I use my block. Let's see. Harley's already in bed. I apologize for kind of. All right. So one of my favorite poses is the side ankle pose. Oh, actually. So one of my favorite poses is this one. Now everybody wants to go to the floor. This is actually not a good angle for me at all. This is a better one for me. Or even better, this. I feel a great stretch here. My hips are in a good alignment. You can put the block in front of you, put the block behind. You're not resting on the block, you're just using it for support. You can also do half moon. Woo! I haven't done this one with the block, which is nice. Some people can go all the way to the floor. Ah, that hurts my hips today. Blocks are also good for if you're coming forward into a forward rest. You can literally just put your head. They're great. So don't hesitate to use them. And the strap, which I've lost my strap. The strap, once again, is a great tool. You can make a loop, or you can just use it. And something as simple as doing a forward bend, if you can't get to your toes. Hey, look, I can use my strap, and I still get a really great stretch. I also really like it for anything where I'm laying on my back and have my foot above my head. You can like the loop, and you can get a nice stretch this way because you're just giving it a little bit of pressure. Because without the strap, I'm like straining. And then you can bring your leg over where you need it. It just gives you some control and some flexion. And it's very, very nice. So now you have a very brief, and you get to see my messy living room, a very brief primer on the yoga tools. So you've got your mat, which will keep you from slipping and sliding. You've got your towel, which when you're sweating hard is really good. You just lay it on top of your mat. You have your blocks, which will help you get into a lot of the standing poses. You can also put them under your back for anything where you're kind of raising your hip a little bit, but you don't want to go too high. It's like this is really, this is really nice. Just so you know. And of course, you have your strap, which helps with a lot of forward bends, anything that you're doing with your legs, especially above your head. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of information on kind of how to start your practice. So the next video will be, I'll see if I can come up with a very beginning, nice and gentle, easy beginner series for you. Something with a lot of child's pose and deep breathing. Oh, that's another thing with yoga, breathing. You breathe in through your nose and out through your nose most of the time. And it kind of sounds like Darth Vader. So it's So you sound like that creepy guy the heavy breather in gym class. That's just so you're filling everything up. And you'll hear the phrase, breathe into your hips. And once you figure out the mind-body connection, it'll make more sense. Because if you're like me, I'm like, I don't have any lungs in my hips. But it's good stuff. I think you're going to enjoy this. So let me know if you have any questions, if this made any sense whatsoever. And I hope you enjoy beginning your practice. Look at the yogajournal.com and find some of their beginners videos. Even do chair yoga, where literally you're sitting in a chair and you're just kind of moving a little bit. You will be amazed at how quickly things start to lubricate and move, and you start to open up and gain flexibility. You gain flexibility a heck of a lot faster than you lose it. So don't stress. It takes a couple times and then things start to really move and you'll feel good. I promise. I love you. I will talk to you later. Bye.